Hello, welcome back to Pin Alert, our weekly roundup of COVID-19 developments across Africa. This week, we look at one country's refocus on COVID-19, into African humanitarian assistance and a coronavirus consequence in Ghana. The week began with Nigeria announcing that 1st July would see its COVID-19 restrictions on interstate travel within the country outside of stated curfew hours. Further, the chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Boss Mustafa, announced that students who were due to take exams and graduate in 2020 will also be allowed to return to school. Despite these developments, most of Nigeria's COVID-19 restrictions will continue. A 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. curfew is still in place. People are still required to wear masks in public places, and gatherings are still limited to 20 people. This week also saw the Confederation of African Football postpone the Africa Cup of Nations by 12 months. Originally scheduled to take place in Cameroon in January 2021, the tournament is now rescheduled to return in January 2022. CAF President Ahmad said, "This decision was taken due to the uncertainties about the coronavirus health situation, and especially because the scheduling problems since 4 rounds of qualifiers would need to be fitted into the October and November windows for international matches." The decision may be welcome news for Algeria, who get to keep the title for longer after beating Senegal 1-0 in Cairo in 2019. Midweek, Burundi's new president, Evariste Ndayishimiye, declared the coronavirus the country's biggest enemy amid criticism that the country was generally not taking the virus seriously under former president Pierre Nkurunziza, who died last month. Although Burundi currently has one testing centre, the president has called for the strict respect for preventative measures which will be displayed across the country by the health ministry from now on. Further, Ndayishimiye has encouraged citizens to undergo tests as they are free. Finally, he's also committed to subsidising the price of soap by 50% and reducing the cost of water in the country. Despite COVID-19 fears posed by new arrivals, Uganda has opened part of its border with the Democratic Republic of Congo to 3,000 refugees following intercommunal clashes in the northeastern Ituri province. However, to offset any possible spread by COVID-positive refugees, all refugees will be quarantined for 14 days at a site 13 kilometres from the border. Furthermore, the UN Refugee Agency, UNHCR, has stated that sample testing will be carried out on the group to see if any have been affected by coronavirus. Lastly, Friday saw Ghana's Deputy Trade and Industry Minister, Carlos Kingsley Ahenkora, resign following his breach of coronavirus self-isolation measures after he tested positive for coronavirus. According to a statement from President Nana Akufo-Addo, the resignation comes after Ahenkora visited a registration centre in his constituency before his self-isolation period was complete. Last month, Health Minister Kwaku Agyemang-Manu also tested positive for the coronavirus. With 80,134 positive cases and 117 deaths, the West African nation has recorded a high number of coronavirus cases on the continent since the outbreak. Thank you for watching. This is Pin Alert and we are Pin Africa.